Live coverage continues here on CBS Sports HQ. Astros skipper Dusty Baker at the podium.
Well, I mean, they started off with the home run in the first batter, and then made a couple pitches, the 3-0 double, and then the changeup that he left up. He probably threw a little bit too hard, and it was ends up being a kind of a nothing fastball, and so we had to go get him at that point. But in that first inning, we had bases loaded. Albie's made a great play because that ball gets through. It's 2-2. We had runners on the corner, and who knows, what would have happened. But that was an example of defense, saving the day for them early, and then he might not have gotten settled in. And I heard that, he had a broken leg, which is, you don't wish bad on anybody. And I heard Charlie Morton's one of the best guys around, too, so we just got to wish him well. We didn't get many breaks tonight. They got 3 or 4 infield hits that end up, causing the pitch count, to go up. Our bullpen did a very good job. It's just that we couldn't get anything going offensively, which is rare where the opposing team out hits our team.
We'll stay in the third row here.
Dusty, what did you think of Odorizzi tonight, and how does using him tonight maybe impact your plans moving forward with him?
Well, I don't know about the plans moving forward. The game just ended tonight, but he did a very good job. Keeping that game, where where it is. Also taking some pressure off our bullpen. Yimi did a good job. Like I said, our bullpen did an excellent job, tonight. And they played a good game. I mean, sometimes you get beat, and sometimes, you give them the game. We didn't give them anything tonight. We just got beat tonight. They played a very good game.
Go to the second row, Christy.
Hey, Dusty, I wonder, why do you think Framber's had such an up and down postseason when was pretty steady for you this season?
Well, I mean, like I said, it's just, made a couple, pitches early, bad pitches early that they didn't miss. And, like I said, if we'd have gotten those couple runs early, he might still be pitching. And, it's a shocker, when you come off a great outing like he just did. And then the first batter hits it out of the ballpark, and so it was kind of a negative from the very beginning. But like I said, the ball didn't bounce our way tonight. They got a couple infield hits. That infield hit that Albie's got, that's not bad pitching. That's just that's the way the ball bounces sometimes.
Go to Brian right here.
After the first inning, you still had a lot of chances offensively. Was there any positives you can take away from some of the hard hit balls, maybe the way you swung the bat tonight?
Yeah, I mean, just because you don't get hits, that doesn't mean that you didn't have quality at bats. And that's all you can do is try to, as a hitter, you can't guide the ball. You wish you could, but your job as a hitter is to get a good pitch to hit, and then try to make a good pass at it and hit it hard. And after that, it's out of your control. Like I said, our bullpen did a good job. We had a number of strikeouts, and so the way I look at it, tomorrow's our day.
The third row on the left, Danielle.
You guys have been so good this whole season and the postseason at getting hits with 2 outs or getting guys on board with 2 outs. Why wasn't that the case tonight?
Well, I mean, like I said, you can't guide the ball. All you can do is hit it. And, we were getting a number of 2-out hits, and that was the difference really in the game. We didn't get the 2-out hits. I mean, if you could get them anytime you wanted to, you'd never make an out. And so, like I said, the ball didn't bounce our way tonight, and it bounced theirs.
Second row on the left, Brian.
Dusty, you guys were down 2-1 to Boston.
72-year-old manager Dusty Baker, looking to win his first World Series title as a skipper, finds his club down 0-1 as they lose Game 1 6-2. And losing Game 1 for the Astros has been a trend. Astros 0-4 all time in Game 1 of a World Series. Brave skipper Brian Snitker at the podium. Let's listen in.
Brian, right here. Congratulations on the victory. Two questions. One, can you just talk about what the emotions were like with your first World Series appearance, and obviously a very nice outcome? And then secondly,
yeah, no, it's good.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I wondered before we got here what I'd feel like when the game started. I felt like it was a baseball game, and you kind of get so tunneled in to what you're doing that you forget where you're at. It's just it's another baseball game, really loud baseball game. But and then there's so much happened really quick that I didn't have a chance to do anything other than that. But it was nice. I'm glad. Obviously we won the game.
And I wanted to ask you also, talk about what it means to get a 5-0 lead so quickly in a game like this.
No, it's good, but against this club here, it's I'd rather get a 5-0 lead after the 7th inning than when we did, because they have so much time to come back, and it's such a dangerous team. And that 5-0 feels like 1-0, quite honestly, to me, just because of the club they are, and they've been through these wars, and they're so dangerous, and they're so relentless, which makes it even more special, and to me, and what our bullpen did.
I'll go right behind with Dave.
Snit, what can you say about Charlie, what this means to the team, and the fact that he was able to go out there and get 3 more outs after breaking a leg?
Well, no, it's I don't think he got 3 outs, did he? He did?
2 more not inning, then Altuve in the next inning.
I was thinking the next inning. Sorry. But no, he was in there, and they did the X-rays, and he said, and we told Freddie, we told Austin that, you guys are going to have to make sure you're more aggressive or whatever. And, he wanted to keep going, because he was down in the tunnel, and he was thrown against the wall, and it said, it's just kind of hurts more when I run. I feel good when I throw. And then, obviously it didn't. Just the fact that he wanted to keep going. They were X-raying him, and that's Charlie. He wants to be on this stage, and God bless him. I hate it for him. Really hate it for him. He's such a great person, and teammate, and I do. I really hate it for him, because I know he was really looking forward to this run with us, and we'll move on.
I've got a Mark on the left.
With Soler and Duvall homering tonight, is that just a reminder of just how valuable those final hours and Alex's diligence, leading up to that trade deadline were?
Yeah, the play Eddie made off the wall on Gurriel's ball. All those guys, Jock, they all are. They complete our team. Those guys, and they've been big for us since they got here, and they're continuing to be every day.
Gabriel on the left.
Snit, A.J. Minter was so big for you guys against the Dodgers. How important was that, what he was able to do?
That was huge what A.J. pulled down. He did it for us last year in the NLCS. But that tonight was really, really good. He was good. He was well rested. And he pulled down some really, really big innings for us to kind of, went to him earlier than we normally would. But like I said earlier today, you do things differently here in this arena, I think. And AJ's just, he's been so good this post. Just not him, all the bullpen. But that was huge tonight, what he did, how he stretched the game to get us to those other guys.
Stay there with Steve.
Yeah, Brian, you've kind of become used to answering questions about untimely injuries this season and how the team responds. How do you see you guys responding to this one going forward, and how do you fill in with Charlie's loss?
Well, they're talking about that right now as we speak, and it's just like the other day when Soler came in and was scratched from the lineup, 2 hours before the game. And I just told Alex, it's like, don't worry, these guys are going to keep going. They're going to keep fighting. They're going to keep battling. We've been through this many times this year, losing key components to our club. I mean, really key components. And we're going to continue to, it's not going to be an excuse or anything else. We're going to go out and continue to try and win games.
Go Dave and then Ron.
Brian, two things. When exactly did he get that X-ray?
I'm sorry?
When exactly did he get the X-ray?
They do it during the game.
But I mean, it was.
There's nothing to show. No, that X-ray that when he went back out didn't show anything.
And then he got another one?
Well, he got one after he came out of the game and felt hurt. But, they looked at him prior to him going out to start the next inning, and everything was good.
And can you give any indication of what you might do to replace him?
No, I can't.
I'll put Ron here in the first row.
Could you think many of the pitchers go out and throw 16 pitches on a broken leg and get 3 outs?
I don't know that. I'm not a doctor or all that, but I don't know that it was broken when he did that. I mean, it was stressed, but he felt okay, and I think a lot of athletes have done that. I saw a kid foul a ball off his foot one time when we were playing the Mets, and it took a while, but he went back in the box, hit a homer, and his leg or foot fractured around in the bases. So I don't know that that's all that uncommon in these kind of injuries with baseball, football, whatever players.
So it could have been when he went out for the third?
I mean, it just might have been something that he did then that was going to happen anyway at some point in time, yeah.
All right, we'll take the last question.
All right, hearing some reporters questioning perhaps when they took out Charlie Morton. Of course, he was injured in the second inning, and he retired the next 3 batters he faced, and then that's when he was pulled. But clearly you heard Brian Snitker there explaining the situation about when he had an X-ray. And again, no one's playing a doctor here. A broken fibula is a broken fibula. He is out rest of the World Series, and it is a tough break for the Braves. But thankfully, they have a bullpen that stands up in this game as they look to go on and win a World Series. Guys like A.J. Minter, Luke Jackson, Tyler Matzik, Will Smith, they go 6 2/3, 2 earned, 1 walk, 8 strikeouts as they contain the Houston Astros hitters rest of way after Charlie Morton leaves the game, leading the Braves to a 1-0 series lead.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.